Well, how y'all doing tonight? I hope y'all having a blessed night. And there goes my voice already. Um, yeah, I haven't been able to upload any videos in there for a while. I wasn't able to make any because I come down with the COVID. And I had it for like 6 weeks. And one of the things it did to me was tear my throat up. So, taking forever to get it back. So I'm going to make this video here. I got a whole bunch of leftover ham. And I have decided to make me some split pea soup. You can get it in a can, but really until you've had it homemade, you don't know what split pea soup is. You really don't. So I've cut up some chunks of ham here and taken some of these baby carrots and washed them off and cut them up. You don't want to put a whole lot of carrots in there because they're very sweet, and peas do not have a very strong flavor to them, and it will overpower the flavor of the peas. And I've put some black pepper in there, and before it's over with, I might put a dash of onion powder in there. So I've rinsed off my split peas here, and I'm going to go ahead and dump them in here. Now, when you're making everything from scratch like this, you really don't want to use anything that's in a can, because this is going to cook low and slow. And if you put like a regular can of carrots in here, right away it will just completely fall apart on you. And you don't want a whole can anyway. So you could add a few just before the soup is done. But I'm going to do this all from scratch. So I got a lot of ham. And I'm originally from up north, born to southern parents. I'm going to add water to this and fill it up until, just over halfway. And then I'll put it on high until it starts really getting hot and bubbly. And then I'll turn it down to keep warm and let it go all night. Like I was saying, I'm originally from up north, born to southern parents. And I'll probably end up taking some of this ham here and making me, I think I'm going to try this 15B soup here. But I used to take my leftover ham and make a pot of pinto beans with it. People up north really don't know a whole lot about beans unless it's a green bean, a brown, baked bean, or pork and bean. A lot of my Puerto Rican friends did, because they would use black beans or pinto beans in their rice. So I would have friends pop in every once in a while, and I had one pop in, and I was making me a big old pot of pinto beans. And I had my ham bone, I had froze it, had some ham on it, and I had done made me some cornbread. And they come through the door, and they was like, "What is that heavenly smell?" They're more popular in the South. Also, in the Midwest, where they still run cattle, and they have, trails that they run the cattle on and stuff, and they really loved it. Now, some people, they had never had it before. Some people like potato salad and macaroni salad with their beans, pinto beans. I prefer coleslaw. I'll just buy me a bag of that shredded coleslaw, but to me that stuff's dry, so I will chop it up a little bit. Because coleslaw will make its own dressing if you make it right, and they actually sell coleslaw dressing in the store. So I'll get me a bag of that and chop it up some, and I just add me some onions to it and pepper. Maybe a dash of salt. I'm not big on using salt. There is salt in mayonnaise. I use mayonnaise, stir it up, and I let it sit in the fridge. And the longer you let it sit, the more dressing it'll make. And I prefer that with my pinto beans. And I had somebody call me and say, "How did you make them beans?" Now, I like white beans too. I'm kind of leaning towards the 15 bean soup or a bag of pinto beans, but I'm really kind of leaning towards white beans. White northern beans. And I told him, and I said, I used to sit and watch my mom clean her pinto beans. And I told him, well, you got to clean them. And what you do is you sit down and open up the bag in front of you, and you just take a handful out and you smash them out on the table to where they're flat. And you take out any broken ones, and you look for rocks. And they said, rocks? I said, yeah. When they harvest them, sometimes they will harvest up rocks with them, little pebbles. And you got to get them pebbles out of there. And then rinse your beans off. And, I proceeded to tell them how to make a pot of pinto beans. But they were flabbergasted at the idea of finding a rock in your beans. Okay? But anyway, I hope you all have a happy new year. A blessed and prosperous new year. And health-wise. In every way you could be blessed. I hope you are blessed in 2023 because good Lord knows we sure need it. And so that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm going to start this split pea soup here. And that will thicken up, and I'll probably make another video on it. It's taking forever for my videos to upload. I'm not sure why, but I'm working on fixing that. So anyway, I hope you all have a safe night and a fun night, and that you're spending it with the ones you love. Y'all have a blessed night, and thanks for stopping in. Bye-bye.